Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there who might be watching my video. Um, yes, today is Mother's Day. At least here in the U.S. it is. I think it's different in the U.K. and other parts of the world, but yeah, the second Sunday in May is Mother's Day here in the States. So I kind of felt compelled to do a Mother's Day video this year. I don't know why. It just, the mood hit me. So I thought I would talk about some traditions that I have and just talk about my mother a little bit. Me and my mother, we really, what can I say? We weren't the closest people in the world when she was alive. I mean, we're all different. Some people are closer to their mom, some are closer to their dad, some tend to migrate towards their brothers and sisters, and even other people just they can't seem to find that love and affection with their families, and they have to turn to their friends for it, as kind of a support group and everything. So yeah, we're all different, but me and my mother were, what can I say, we were very much alike in a lot of ways, and we used to butt heads a lot when I was growing up. We were both very stubborn kind of people, and we were kind of, I like to use the analogy that we were like a couple of negative magnets. Now you try to put them together, you try to put magnets together, and they just don't want to touch, they just don't want to come together. That was kind of the the relationship that we had during my life. And looking back, I can honestly say that my mother had trouble expressing herself, expressing her love for me, which was hard. And I was kind of like that when I was younger, but as I've grown older, I've come to realize that you really should tell people that you love them. When you find somebody that you care about, you should just say, that I love you, and not be ashamed. You should never be ashamed of your feelings, and you should never be ashamed to say that you love someone to somebody else. So I wish my mother and I had that kind of relationship, and we didn't. In fact, I remember years ago when I was living with my parents, I went out one night and I just left a message on the table on a notepad saying, I'll be back by 11, save me some dinner, love, Jay. And my mother found the note, and I guess she was a little intoxicated at the time she found it, and she just scrawled, I love you, Jay, at the bottom of the note in big letters. And I came home later and found the note, and it was one of the few times she'd really said that or wrote that down to me in any way. So I took that note and I folded it up and I stuck it in my desk, and it's been 25 years and I still have that note, because you need to hear that from people. It's nice to hear somebody say I love you and mean it, and it's there. Sometimes people just can't express themselves, but I still have that note, and it means a lot to me. So, if you're watching this video and you're lucky enough to still have your mother in your life, just go and tell her how you feel. Do something for her. It is Mother's Day. I mean, it doesn't take much to give her a card or just a hug or a kiss and tell her how you feel about her. So you should go and do that. And I myself have a tradition that I've been following for many years. In fact, since my mother died back in '93, which, wow, 20 years gone that she's been gone. And I've been doing this every year. And I've actually talked about this in other videos that I made, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I'm probably repeating myself, but I don't care. I'm sure you people watching haven't seen all my videos in the past, but every year I have this tradition of getting a Mother's Day card from my mom And a lot of times I'll write out a small letter, you know, a 1 or 2 page letter, and just tell her how I'm feeling and what's going on in my life and my hopes and aspirations and all that shit. And I'll put that in the letter. Or some years I'll just, you know, fill out the letter and just say, you know, I love you, whatever, what you normally put in a Mother's Day card. And I put a fake address on the card and a fake return address and send it off. And I know it's just going to end up in the dead letter office at the post office, but to me, in my mind, the letter gets to her. You know, whether in spirit she's there at the dead letter office when somebody opens it and laughs and throws it in the garbage, or whether she's there looking over my shoulder as I'm writing the letter and filling it out. I know in my heart and my head that she's getting the letter. And it's kind of my way of connecting to my mom. Even though she's gone, in my mind, she's just somewhere else. She's living somewhere else, and she's going to get the card, and she's going to read it, and she's going to like it. And that's my way of celebrating Mother's Day every year. So if you watch this video, you know, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Maybe leave in the comments, you know, what your traditions for Mother's Day is, if you have some, or you do something kind of different like I do, or just what your plans of how you're going to celebrate Mother's Day today, or did if you live in another country for Mother's Day. And if the mood strikes you and you feel like making a video response, that would be great. So just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Take care.